There's no bigger Italian food faux pas than cheese on fish. Well, the new restaurant from the team behind Don Angie went viral for doing just that. So we are gonna find out if it's any good. If you watched our last video on Massara, which we actually filmed yesterday, we were talking a lot about how difficult it is to make reservations to popular restaurants in the city these days, and San Sabino might be even tougher. It seats only 55 compared to Massara's 105. Both specialize in cuisines from Italy's Campania region, but take completely different approaches. So hopefully these videos will help you decide on which one to prioritize getting a reservation at. We're Kristin and Will, and today we're heading to San Sabino to try their viral shrimp parm and a whole lot more. San Sabino is located right next door to its sister restaurant, Don Angie, both of which are part of the Quality branded group that runs restaurants like Quality Meats and Smith & Wollensky. Don Angie is anything but a traditional Italian-American restaurant, and San Sabino continues to push boundaries, but this time with a seafood flair. In the spirit of the theme, we're going to be ordering pretty much all seafood. If you don't like seafood or you have an allergy, there are still a few salads and pastas that you can get, and I've heard the steak is excellent. The starters are also supposed to be great, so we're definitely going to be ordering a bunch of those, a pasta, and of course the viral shrimp parm.
We were inspired to try some of their cocktails after receiving complimentary mocktails while we waited for the restaurant to open.
It's our falso spritz, so it's pineapple juice, lemonade soda, and then a little bit of Amaro.
This was super nice of them and not something we experienced before, and to make it even better, they were amazing. We ordered the Benny, which is a spicy marg named after the burrito shop that was here before San Sabino, and a Sanzese spritz, a tropical spin on an Aperol spritz.
So we ordered a whole bunch of starters. I'm gonna try the cheesy Frittelle first. This looks delicious. It's like a spin on a cheese puff, and I'm honestly not sure if I should just pick it up with my hands or cut it with a fork and knife, but there is so much cheese on top and it looks so nice and fried. Let's give this thing a try. Wow, it's almost like a dessert. It's a lot sweeter than I was expecting. You really taste that orange blossom honey. The citrus really shines through. And the cheese is like a nice bitey combination with that sweet honey. And the dough is so soft but yet crunchy. It is delicious. Next, let's try this Octopus Carpaccio. You could see the little bits of octopus in it. Ooh, there's something underneath too. I'm gonna put it on the bread. Oh, that is such an interesting flavor combination. Honestly, I don't really taste a lot of octopus. It's more mustard and also citrus again. Everything just seems so fresh and summery and fruity. It's gotta be like orange or lemon. With that mustard flavor, I would never think to put those two together, but it complements so nicely. It kind of overpowers the octopus, but I really like that crunchy bread that it's on. So delicious and so refreshing, perfect for the summer. Last but not least, we are trying this spicy tuna appetizer, which is spicy tuna stuffed in this rice ball. Let's give it a try. That is spicy. I love the combination of that rice ball. I feel like the starchiness of it kind of cuts through the spice, and it adds this crunch, which is so nice with the tuna. Perfect compliment.
All three of these are delicious. They're all super summery and refreshing, which I feel like is really the theme of this entire restaurant. The cheesy Frittelle really reminds me of like a Fruit Loop kind of. It's a little cheesy, but it's really sweet and it's really delicious. The other two are both amazing as well. It's hard to pick a favorite. I think you just have to come and try all three.
We just finished our delicious appetizers, and while we're waiting for our mains, I figured I'd tell you a little bit about the ambiance. Everything in here is yellow, from the walls to the name of the restaurant to the bar. It's like this sunshine, bright yellow, and it just feels like a beautiful day on the Amalfi Coast, and I have my summer spritz to go with it. Of course, the soap in the bathroom was also lemon scented. The attention to detail is unreal. I love how this restaurant is on the corner as well. You have all these big, beautiful windows and this natural sunlight coming in, and they're playing beachy music, which is so much fun. We just got our pasta and our shrimp parmesan. I think I'm gonna start with the pasta. And how cute is this presentation? The plate looks like a seashell, and this foam, it's a creme fraiche foam, and it kind of reminds me of that foam from the ocean. I love how they're leaning into the Amalfi Coast theme. This farfalle is stuffed with a smoked chili crab. I don't even know how they make this pasta. It's like a work of art. Okay, you can see all that crab in there. Looks like big chunks of meat. Looks like it's nice and seasoned. Okay, let's give it a try. Mm. Mm. Wow, very light and citrusy, but the smokiness of the crab really shines through. It's a really interesting flavor combination. I feel like it's kind of more rich, but then that summery creme fraiche and lemon cuts through the heaviness a little bit. This is definitely gonna be substantial. I feel like it looks like a really small portion. There's only like 6 pastas here, but each one feels like really heavy and there's like a lot of meat stuffed in there. It's delicious. Time to try this viral shrimp parmesan. I just can't believe I'm eating shrimp right now with sauce and cheese and basil on it. It's just kind of weird to me, but let's give it a try. You can also see how nicely breaded it is, and it's kind of like more flat, which is interesting. It almost seems like they flatten the shrimp and then bread it and put the cheese and the sauce on. Mm. Mm. Wow, I love shrimp. So this is really speaking my language. It's kind of like our typical chicken or veal parmesan, but with a little bit more of that sweet shrimp flavor, and it really works nicely. It's like a lot sweeter than I was expecting, and I feel like it complements the sauce and cheese actually much better than I would expect. This is really good. I definitely recommend trying it. It's just so different.
Both of these are exceptional. I'm honestly shocked how stuffed these farfalle are. They're really good. They're really smoky, but they're not that seafood forward, so even if you don't like seafood, you probably would still like these. And the shrimp parm just works so much better than I was expecting. It really fits right in with the Parmesan family, but it just has a little bit of a shrimp hit to it. Honestly, if you're on the fence about it, I would still try it. It's really good.
For dessert, we decided on the Caramelized Crespelle, which our waiter said is a mix between a key lime pie and a creme brulee. It definitely looks like it's nice and caramelized on the top, and it's stuffed with this lime rum crema. Let's give it a try. You definitely taste a lot of that caramelized sugar flavor from the top. The middle is really light and refreshing and citrusy, which I think has been the theme of our whole meal here so far. It's kind of interesting because it's a little bit more of like a Christmassy flavor. There's like cinnamon and nutmeg, but it's still really light and refreshing.
Well, we really enjoyed our meal at San Sabino. Honestly, the perfect place for a hot summer day. The dishes were so unique. Everything was on theme. I've never had anything like pretty much any of the food we had tonight anywhere else. So it's definitely worth coming to if you want to try something different. But let us know what you guys thought of it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.